Ryan Sheridan, this guy, was above the rock fall. I sound like a reporter. God damn it.
Coming to you live at 6.
Coming to you live at 6. No, seriously. Ryan's got some cool stories. We're going to talk about them in this video, and we're going to try not to use the YouTube voice. And we have a mic this time. You're welcome.
Is this the first time you've used a mic? Yeah?
It's annoying to use these things, man.
I mean, yeah, it looks kind of annoying. Oh, look at this. Can I hold it?
I don't know if you're going to talk. Yeah. Hi, my name is Ryan Jenks, and this is
Ryan Sheridan.
Oh, we're getting used to the mic here. And we are in Camp 4, where it all began, if you're talking about highlining. But today, we're talking about climbing.
It kind of began here, too.
Yeah, I guess a lot of cool stuff has happened here. And we are in Camp 4. It's a little windy out, so we are kind of using this tree as a shield and a mic to give you better audio. I do definitely feel bad when we put out a climbing video and it's just nothing but wind. But Ryan was above the rock fall on El Capitan, and he's got some stories, and I thought you guys would find them interesting because I found them fascinating. So we're going to use our mic on a stick, and anybody who says duct tape is amazing has never tried climbing tape. Go climbing tape.
Yeah, so I guess this is the quality that your contributions to the channel will provide.
Hey,
pretty good. If you want more of this,
please donate.
Please donate, like, and subscribe.
We can just go into the story if you'd like.
Okay, I mean, what is there to talk about? It's been a couple years.
What year was the rock fall?
2017.
It's been a minute.
It's like in the fall. Yeah, so it's been a couple years. I never talked to anyone on video, I guess, about it. Bunch of reporters were interested. It was kind of tragic. We had a couple people die at the base.
Tell us about the rock fall in general before you go into where you
Yeah,
were.
Totally. Dude, I don't have the facts off the top of my head, so I don't know size wise, but it was apartment buildings falling 1,000 feet. It's kind of crazy shit you see in movies.
A huge chunk of El Capitan basically fell off of the right side over, what was the route?
The waterfall route.
Okay, so it's a little chossy over there. The rock's a little unstable, and it basically fell off. And there were some people at the base. I think it got somebody at the road, and you were climbing right above it.
Yeah, the person at the road was fine, which is good. He got hit in the head. It came through his sunroof.
Oh, he lived?
Yeah, he's good to go.
Good to go.
Good to go. He's fine. A little.
Never get a sunroof again.
Maybe we'll wear a helmet next time. He's at the base of El Cap. I don't know.
Driving by El Capitan.
Yeah.
Wow. So where were you when this rockfall happened?
A few, 100 feet away from it.
Away?
Just above it and to the side. We climbed through the entire area that fell for 7 days. And then it fell off, and we had 2 days left on the wall.
You spent the night in that section, right?
Yeah, we were in the part that fell off less than 24 hours before it ripped.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like we're still trying to give background about it and what happened kind of thing, and now we're right into
the climax.
The climax, dude. Yeah, we got there fast. I wasn't expecting to get there so quick with you, Ryan.
It's the best part of the story.
Okay, I guess so.
Okay, so you told me that you noticed the rock was just super crappy, right?
Yeah, the entire route was kind of hard, and we chose it because we wanted to do one of the harder routes. I was with this guy who's climbed El Cap way too many times. Spent way too much time on there. He has the record for the most nights sleeping on El Cap. So he's trying to do all original routes. And after you do the first 4 basic routes, Lurking Fear, the Nose, Zodiac, Triple Direct, Mirror Wall, there's some easier routes, and then they get really hard really fast. So he's done all the easy routes, and I was looking for a harder route to do. And we decided to team up and go up this kind of hard, sketchy route.
My name's Pass the Piton Pete. That was rockfall number 5. I just turned 58 years old. I'm climbing waterfall route, and it's my 58th El Cap route. I just spent my 723rd night on El Cap last night, and the 5 nights before, I was directly underneath that. If I'd been 1 day later, I would be dead. Thanks be to God. Praise the Lord, and pass the pitons.
With a partner who's never done a wall before. So we had our buddy Patrick up there with us. It was cool. He made some
You, Pete, and Patrick.
Me, Pete, and Patrick, dude. Me and the pee-pee, dude. I don't know. I don't know. He was brewing hard cider on the wall as we climbed. It was a weird project. We drank it. It was okay. Not worth hauling up and fermenting while on a 9-day climb, but that was cool. He didn't have much climbing experience before that. He was from Ireland, so they had single pitch stuff.
It's pretty hard to practice in Ireland.
Yeah. No, he's a super cool dude. It was rad, but...
So you were about 100 feet above the rocks when they started to fall.
Yeah, we were just above and a little bit to the side. We just finished climbing that pitch the night before, and we were moving camp and getting out of there, and it started to fall.
Wow. Did you hear it or see it first?
So that's a kind of weird question. I guess my partner saw it first, and this section of wall is pretty steep. So when it first releases, you don't hear anything. It's free falling for 1,000, 1,500 feet before it'll hit the slab below. So my partner started yelling rock, and I'm like, okay, he's on an A4 pitch, little chunk came off, whatever. It didn't come by the belay, it didn't hit us, I'm not really worried, but he kept going on about it.
He's below you.
Above me.
Oh,
he's
he's
leading.
he's
my
above,
leader.
okay,
yeah,
so
he was tagging up a bag, he needed some more gear to finish his pitch.
If somebody above you yells rock, it's...
Yeah, so I'm
could suck.
looking up for sure.
Yeah, you're looking up, not down.
But I'm not hearing anything. It's just quiet. The dead silent, birds chirping and stuff, right now. Enhance audio. And then, seconds later, free fall takes time for it to, accelerate and hit the ground. Just, the loudest noise you've ever heard. Thunder rumbling. I saw it right as it impacted the slab below, and there was, people down there. And it came from below us. It wasn't coming from above. So, immediately when my partner's rock, 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 I look up, and then I see where he's looking, and it's, down. And there was enough time without any noise for me to, see it moving and falling before it impacted.
And it happened not just once, right?
Dozens of times. It was just, yeah.
Rockfall number 5. Here comes number 6. Look, look, look! Oh, fuck me! Oh, jeez!
So there were 2 people down there?
There was 2 people hiking back from the East Buttress of El Cap, which is one of the basic routes to get to the top. It's the easiest way to get to the top. Not really considered a big wall route. It's just
a day climb.
It's a day climb, yeah. It's really low angle. People do it all the time, super popular. Everybody's walking through that zone. It's well traveled. Even people who aren't climbing walk through that zone.
Yeah.
It's just under a 3,000 foot cliff. And they were walking there at the wrong time. They were going up on the East Buttress trying to climb it. They decided they weren't feeling it and came down, and on their way back to the car, that's when the slab broke free and hit them.
Oh. You saw that she was okay from above. You could see enough detail that you weren't too high?
No comment.
You weren't too high up that you couldn't see
No.
them walking down there, and you could see her.
Because the wall's so overhanging, and that's the smallest part of El Cap, I guess. It's on the right-hand side. We could see very fine detail, to the color of the clothes they were wearing and everything. So as soon as we saw that happen, we had to call the rescue team in. And we tried to let everybody know how unstable it was up there and that rocks were still coming down. And
So the rescue team went in there while it was super unstable, or did they wait?
No, they went right in.
Whoa.
It was insane. I was like, I called them back when I saw them staging the rescue and told them not to go in. I called 911 twice. Like the first time to like report what happened, and then I called them again because in the meantime, as they were like getting the helicopters in, I saw more rockfall come down, and I was trying to like let them know that there's more.
Did the woman leave
above,
or did she stay around?
She was helped out by another climber who rappelled off whatever route they were doing to the left of it.
Whoa.
But her husband, fiance, didn't make it, and we saw him in like the full green, and we like for a second thought like the guy in full green was like one of our climbing ranger friends because that's like the uniform they wear, and we're like, oh damn dude, like our buddy just died like trying to help somebody who got hit by rockfall. Like,
so all your bolts just came off the wall. You had to finish going up.
Yeah, there's no way to go back down at that point.
Not that you would want to at that point.
Yeah, that'd be like super dangerous because you'd be going into all the loose rock. Everything would be above you instead of you being above it, and there was no anchors, so you'd have to leave your entire rack and kit. And we had a ton of gear. It was a 9-day climb, so like rappelling with that much weight isn't easy either. You can't just like swing around and go wherever you want. You kind of have to go pretty much straight down.
So you're still 48 hours from the top.
Yeah, at that point we were like 3 or 4 pitches from the top, depending on how we wanted to do it. But they were the hardest pitches on the route still.
Were you afraid that rock was unstable and you just kind of just didn't think about it, or what do you?
The rock felt better than what we had previously climbed because I recognized going up to the camps that fell off how precarious everything seemed. It felt wrong, and you could throw pebbles down these cracks and they would rattle forever like you threw them down a well.
Between the wall and
between the wall and what you're sleeping on. Yeah, the entire ledge you were sleeping on had a crack in the back of it, and it was a bottomless pit, and you could see through different sections of wall. Like looking across, you'd see like a corner, and then there'd be a gap in the corner, and you'd see right through to the other side, and it was just all. It shouldn't be like hanging on. It didn't seem like there was anything holding it together. So
like the boot.
No, not even close to the boot, dude. The boot's so good. Like this was like the craziest rock I've ever seen.
All right, so that's pretty scary and traumatizing and whatever. Like, how did you guys feel stuck on El Cap? You have to finish getting up there. You have the gear to do it. Nobody needs to rescue you. Were you able to keep your shit together?
For me, it was super easy because you don't have any options anymore. It's like there's something you're gonna do, or you're gonna like wait around and maybe the rock you're on is gonna fall off as well because it's like still coming down every hour or so. There'd be a big rock fall, and it's like, is it moving up closer to us? Is it like falling to the side? You couldn't tell. It was on an overhang, so your options were super simple. So it's like, we're gonna go up and we're gonna finish the climb.
Did it only keep falling that day, or was it like every day you were on the rock at that point it was still more rockfall?
Every single hour, all night long, we were on the rock for like 2 days after it started. Like the first day it started, we were on all day, and we had to sleep that night on the wall, and then we had to climb off all day the next day to like be able to finish these pitches. So pretty much every hour, like there was just constant, like every hour like something big, and then like little stuff all the time.
Okay, we're now a day or two later after the first 5 rock falls. By all intents and purposes, this is massively, massively larger. I felt the ground vibrating underneath me. Dude, it went across the road. Across the road.
I was at Taft Point the week after, which is like directly across, so you could see El Cap pretty clearly, and you could just see just such a clean spot on El Cap. You could see all the talus was just like fresh. It was really obvious all that happened, and
to this day it's still obvious. It's probably the biggest rock scar you can see on El Cap. It's like somebody took a cookie cutter and like cut more than half the face out. Like,
yeah, it's still noticeable. When we were up at Taft yesterday, I was like, still see it. Does anybody climb over there anymore?
Yeah, I guess this dude Brandon Adams is a total badass, dude. He's done like all the hardest freaking 8 routes in the park, like the faster than anyone. He's got all the speed records, really good aid climber. But he went up, I think, last year to check it out because like maybe it settled, and I guess it's still loose because he was putting in anchor bolts, and you need a hammer for that here in Yosemite because you have to hand drill them. And eventually he made his way like halfway up the wall, and then a loose block fell close enough to him that cut his hammer off his harness, and then he no longer had a hammer, so he had to bail. And that is the only person.
How does a rock cut off a hammer?
I guess you leave it dangling and you pull a flake onto yourself, and somehow it misses your rope so you don't die, but you lose your hammer and then you can't finish your ascent.
That's a pretty close call.
Yeah, Brandon's a badass though. Like, whatever. And that's the only person that's gone up. I don't think anyone else is gonna try anytime soon. Like, if he can't do it, like, you should probably stay away. Like.
I've pulled the rock down before, but it hit my rope below me, and so I was able to keep going.
Did it sever it?
It mostly severed it. So yeah, mostly. It's scary when rocks are heavy. The rock we're using as a tripod right now was pretty heavy to move over here. So Ryan has been a part of establishing, or has established, some of the cool highlines here in the valley. You guys just set up the, what'd you call it? Bottom of my heart?
Yeah.
Bottom of my heart,
dude.
Yeah.
It's the boo line, dude.
Yeah. So if you saw our poop video on how people poop on El Capitan, that's where we're at, is basically right below it on the ledges. And you've also done the alcove.
Yep.
And you've done
the gun site.
Lower to middle.
Yeah,
Cathedral.
the gun site.
That's what you call it, gun site.
Mm-hmm.
And
some stuff up by Glacier, natural stuff, and I think that's it.
There's a couple of years that we were establishing kind of the longer lines at Rostrum and Taft or whatever, and then you and Mitch started rigging some really cool stuff, and I'm just now hanging out with these guys, and we've been playing in the same small sandbox. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'll probably see Ryan a lot more. We just did a Samuel climbing video today. That
was fun, dude.
It was a fun project.
It was fun when it didn't suck.
Yeah. Having a lot of
like
rope.
A little bit of fun.
Yeah. Samuel climbing is sketch. If you're that solid on it, it's almost safer to free solo.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm on that camp now. So
all day long, I was like, man, why do we have a rope right now?
Keep stepping on it. Yeah.
If I fell, I die, but I also have rope drag, so this is crazy.
The idea is you have a rope with you when you want it, but next time we'll just take up a short rope and pull it out when we actually want it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys like hearing cool highline, slackline, climbing, caving stories with less of a YouTube-y feel and just more of a conversational thing, let me know. We'll keep doing this whenever I hear of really interesting stories that I think are worth sharing. Any final thoughts?
We did 16 minutes of talking, dude. That's pretty wild.
I'll edit it down to 14
wild.
Maybe. It'll be 5 minutes of us just bullshitting and making jokes. Yeah, we're going to go back to slacklining, which is what we came over to Camp 4 to do. Thank you for watching. Cheers.
Sick.